What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is your boy Adamslink. How you guys doing? Welcome to another video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video from. So let's talk about politics. You cannot run away from it or hide away from it. In fact, you cannot say, "Oh, Nigeria matter, don't tire you." We must all be involved in the political system for Nigeria to move forward. We must all be involved. Well, let's discuss about it, guys. The way I am seeing things with the new development and everyone talking there, I think, according to Tinubu's camp, they think that the presidency do not want Tinubu to be Nigeria's next president. They believe Buhari or some elements in Buhari's office in the villa are working secretly against Tinubu, but they want another northerner to be the next Nigeria president. I want to play you a video which I believe is passing a lot of information. Well, you might agree or disagree with this video. So, check it out, guys.
Kasala don't burst everywhere, don't scatter. I think they are even planning to postpone this election. What they are trying to do to Obi now in the north is to hijack our candidates, our governorship or senatorial candidates, and tell them the presidency wants Atiku to be the president. They want a northerner to succeed in there, to enter after Buhari. So now their game plan is for Obi not to get the required spread, which is 25% in 24 states plus FCT. So once they can stop that, the popular vote is not enough to make him a president. He have to have that spread. And now Tinubu too, they've removed Tinubu from the equation. Presidency is supporting Atiku, and they've told all their northern friends that no, his power must stay in the north. They are trying to really divide the country. Only God can save us. I tell you, don't say you know here.
Well, everyone will come up with their conspiracy theory and they say one or two things about the upcoming election. I don't know what's actually going on. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have a link into the presidency. I don't hear any information. But based on the atmosphere, based on what people are talking, the political huge men and women talking online, you can begin to sense something really similar to what this guy is saying. Like what Tinubu said the other day, that if they like, may they increase fuel. If they like, may they come more subsidy. Naira no they are available. Say he go still win. They also said, he also kind of like threw some shade at Buhari, saying that he doesn't know what he's doing. He's not a great thinker. Then Buhari's wife, Aisha Buhari, posted a video of El-Rufai insinuating that there are some elements in Villa who are working tirelessly to make sure Tinubu doesn't become the next Nigeria president. Watch it, guys.
Doesn't get done. And those that refuse to get it done don't get punished.
So there are big questions when you say that. I mean, because right now people are wondering what is happening with your party's presidential campaign council. It doesn't appear that everybody is on the same page, singing from the same hymn sheet. So, for instance, if you have a president who is saying, you know, I don't want to remove subsidy because it's going to hurt
the president is not on the ballot. The president has his tenure up to 29th May. He may not want to remove subsidy. But our party, if you look at our manifesto, we never promised that we're going to keep petroleum subsidy. We never did. Our party never promised that we'll redesign the currency. It's not in our manifesto.
Well,
you need to separate, okay, the personal decisions of some people in the villa from the manifesto of the party. It's important to understand that.
Is there a division Because the people in the villa, some people will argue that they're part of your party.
No, most of them are not. That's what is interesting. Most of them are not.
Is there a division between those around the president and those within your party right now, which is affecting your party's presidential campaign council?
I believe there is. I believe that there are elements in the villa that want us to lose the elections because they didn't get their way. Most of them are not.
Is there a division between those around the president and those within your party right now, which is affecting your party's presidential campaign council?
I believe there is. I believe that there are elements in the villa that want us to lose the elections because they didn't get their way. They had their candidate. Their candidate didn't win the primaries. And I think they are still trying to get us to lose the elections. And they are hiding behind the president's desire to do what he thinks is right. I'll give 2 examples. This petroleum subsidy, okay, which is costing the country trillions of naira, was something that we all agreed will be removed. In fact, I had a discussion with the president and showed him why it had to go, because how can you have a capital budget of 200 billion for federal roads and then spend 2 trillion on subsidy? This was a conversation I had with the president in 2021 when the subsidy thing started rising. He was convinced. We left. It changed. Everyone in the government agreed. It changed, okay? Secondly, the second example I will give is this currency redesign. You have to understand the president. People are blaming the governor of the central bank for currency redesign. No. You have to go back and look at the president's first outing as president. He did this. Buhari Idiagbon regime changed our currency and did it in secrecy with a view to catching those that are stashing away illicit funds. It's a very good intention, very clean intention. The president's heart is white. Okay?
Well, he said a lot of things, guys. That is the Kaduna State Governor, El-Rufai. He said a lot of things. Like I said before, we cannot run away from politics. So we can't. Don't be a politician. I am not a politician. I'm not a politician, but we must follow the process so that we will be learned and will know very well about what's happening in this country. We can't run away. We can't turn blind eyes. So that is coming from El-Rufai. I believe there are some elements with the president that are trying to sabotage Tinubu being the next Nigeria president. And also, he said, do not blame the CBN governor. That Buhari is the one who changed the subsidy, the redesign of the Naira note, and is the one that has refused to remove the subsidy. So do not blame him. But I think Buhari might decide to remove subsidy maybe in February or March after the election. You just commot the subsidy, bam. I believe before Buhari commot, you commot subsidy. And again, one thing is that, according to Lai Mohammed said, Buhari is not supporting anybody. Buhari want to leave a clean sheet when it comes to this election. He doesn't want to say, okay, I'm supporting this main candidate. And that's exactly what Tinubu's camp want Buhari to do. They want Buhari to outrightly come outside and say, I am supporting my candidate, our party candidate. I am supporting Tinubu, and I'm going to give him all the machinery to make sure he wins. That's what they demand, they want Buhari to do. If the president's wife, Aisha Buhari, can post this video of El-Rufai, you should know that there's something wrong. Honestly, guys, you should know there's something really, really wrong somewhere. Absolutely, there's something wrong. Then there's this audio coming from Lai Mohammed, who said, according to Premium Time, said Buhari not backing anybody. Lai Mohammed replies El-Rufai over Tinubu's candidacy.
The most important person you are trying to meet is Mr. President. I think he has shown by words and by deed that is committed to a free, fair, and credible election. And fair, free, and credible election actually means not favoring anybody, disadvantaging anybody. And everywhere he goes, he makes that very clear. Even as recently as Friday, when he was in Daura, he said the same thing. So, if there's anybody who's working against the candidate, we don't know officially.
Okay, that is Lai Mohammed, the information minister. He said Buhari is not supporting anybody. Honestly, I don't go lie you. That's exactly what I want. I don't want Buhari to support anybody. He's the president now. He's the president. I don't want him to support anybody. I want him to just be there. Allow Nigeria to vote. Like he said, one of the legacy he wants to leave behind is that he wants to conduct one of the most credible elections. The most credible election in Nigeria. That is what Buhari wants to do. That is what he wants to be a legacy. But the conspiracy theory we are hearing that the presidency have already, the Northerners say they still want another Northern president. I do not know about that. I don't know about that. Those are conspiracy theories. But just in case that is what they are working towards, oh, come on, man. I don't think it's going to be possible. Then, that's all, guys. Sure was seen in these pictures enjoying himself. I don't know how he ended up in this picture, but it looks like he was quite relaxed. You know, he was quite relaxed. Sure, have fun. You are a presidential candidate, or you have fun for the campaign. Why they see you with all those big nyash, so I don't understand. Oh, that guy just they laugh, just they look you. I don't understand it. Maybe he visited them, and meanwhile, check out this guy how he mocked Shore.
People, Shore don't wreck. This time 4 years ago, Shore they do account. We go rally here, we spend 10 million out of the 100 million we got. We are going to catch and fly tomorrow. We are going to spend 20,000. This time, Shore no don't think. We know they even hear Shore. Obi don't kill him star. He can't the attack Obi anyhow. Shore, you better go back to America. Buhari, I beg, release Shore's passport. Let him be going back home. Shore, you know we be counselor for Nigeria. This time we don't even hear you say fee, none of your poster, no donation. You get fuel? You get petrol? You get petrol?
Why the guy called the Yap Shore now? How about now? Shore is very well respected. Oh. Shore don't try. Oh. Shore don't bleed. Don't bleed. For many things. Arrested, don't stay inside jail. At least we should give respect, kudos to Shore. I beg, he don't really try. He has paid his dues. But it's quite unfortunate that God is favoring Peter Obi gaining the popularity, because I believe Shore deserves that popularity Peter Obi is getting, honestly. But God, nature just chooses whoever he wants. So, and he wants Peter Obi. Then, guys, to end this video, I came across this really painful illustrating video about a Nigeria passport. And honestly, listening to the video, I felt so much pain in my heart. I felt so much pain in my heart because we are facing this thing. Nigeria passport is one of the most weak passports in the world.
Ranked number 89 on the Global Passport Index. Actually, it's 82 now, I checked this morning. Nigeria sits in the company of Kosovo, Libya, and Pakistan. as one of the countries facing the toughest travel restrictions. While my friend Asako from Japan can travel visa-free to Buenos Aires, I must submit my passport to the Argentinian consulate 4 months in advance and pay a visa application fee, which feels like a tax. But just think about that for a second. Think about giving up your travel document for 4 months and how inconvenient it would be for your life. You would essentially imprison yourself in that country, wherever you're applying from, for that period of time, until a decision has been made. And that decision is not a guaranteed yes. Prior to my trip to Sri Lanka in April of 2015, my supporting documents included a personal bank statement, a company bank statement, a proof of address, an invitation letter written from a friend of a friend in Sri Lanka, and a letter from my doctor confirming that I do not have Ebola, even though I hadn't visited a West African country in 6 months prior to the outbreak. Despite the obstacles, I always comply and submit whatever is asked of me. Why? Because I feel I have as much of a right to see and discover this planet as any other person.
I felt really bad listening to that. It's not because of the way she said it, because it's the reality of things we are facing in this country with the passport. It's crazy, but I believe a new Nigeria will be born. A new Nigeria will be born for our kids, if not for us, also for our kids. Thank you guys for watching the boy, Adamslink. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.